Morning, yogis. Welcome to one of my practice spaces here in the great outdoors. This will be a morning practice for balance. I don't know if you can tell, but this deck has a 4-inch drop, which is normal in the mountains because as you can see, even with the sunshine, there's snow here and it helps everything move off. Makes it a great place for balance practice because my ankles have to get used to different angles and different plants. So I thought we'd do a short morning practice for balance. We'll be doing sun salutations and warriors, including warrior 3. We'll also include a shavasana at the end. So come along with me, roll out your mat. And we're going to take 3 breaths, really focused on the exhale. I don't usually count for pranayama because I find that it encourages forcing of the breath. What I am gonna request you do is exhale, 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 exhale a little bit more than you think you can. And then relax and receive the inhale like a gift. And then exhale again, this time maybe a little bit more smoothly and a little bit more than you think you can. Relax. And receive your inhale as the gift that it is. Last time, exhale. Exhale a little bit more than you think. Relax and receive as you reach your arms up and overhead, gather the light. As you exhale, swan dive forward into the light. In your forward folds, let your head completely fall. Forward folds in the cycle of a sun salutation can help train us to find those moments in everyday life where we can just let it all go. Before we then inhale, in this case, to a half forward fold. Exhale, use your next forward fold to engage the core and plant your hands. Step right leg back, top of a lunge. I always do this for 3 breaths or so for the first one of the day. Listen to your hips. See what they've got to say. And then when you're ready, on an exhale, lift. Elevator drawstring zipper, Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, step back to plank. Engage the muscles around your shoulder blades. We're not pulling down, we're not lifting up, but we are engaging. Exhale, shift forward from the elbows as you lower down. Lower the knees to make that accessible. For more, inhale, try a flying cobra for your first one of the day. Really fire up those muscles of the upper back. And then inhale, maybe back to child's pose. When you feel ready, if you want to, lift to downward facing dog. Take a breath or two. Since it's probably your first one today, move around, say hello. And then inhale and lift your right heel to the sky. As you exhale, bring your right foot toward your right wrist. Ground the left heel and then wave. Warrior 1, find your heels. Really press the heels into the ground. This proves incredibly helpful in your balance postures too. Now, lifting, elevator drawstring zipper to support the spine, curl down, plant down, step back. Pro tip, you can choose rest here. If you'd like, shift forward, lower. Maybe you come up to cobra. Exhale. Downward dog, or your favorite alternative. Inhale, left heel to the sky. Exhale. Left foot, left wrist. Elevator, pelvic floor, drawstring, forward hip points draw together from the inside. And then wave up the gut side of your spine. And find your warrior one. Exhale. Draw down. Again, Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, elevator drawstring zipper, really help support the spine. So we step back. Again, pro tip, you can choose rest. If you'd like, exhale forward, lower down. Inhale, cobra, maybe an up dog. Exhale. The cycle of a sun salutation, this is often called resting dog. Not because it's in the grand scheme of good resting pose, but relative to the rest, it allows us rest. Now, we're gonna step, or if you feel like it, hop halfway forward and wide. Drop your hips. Finding yourself in a low squat pose, Malasana. Alternatives would include half squat and forward fold. And a squat, toes out about 30 degrees, knees tracking over toes. Your knees will thank you for a lifetime. Gonna add some twists in here. Bring your fingers to the ground if they're not already. Inhale, open. Exhale down. And then inhale. Maybe bring your hands forward. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, up. Gather the light and exhale. Draw it down and into your heart. Inhale, gather. Exhale. Hinge, feel the core catch and die. Inhale, half. Exhale, plant, left leg back. We're gonna be here at the top of a lunge for around 3 breaths. Really feel into that front heel. Fires up the whole back of the leg, really important for the back of the body. Inhale, reach your heart forward. And then exhaling, lift. Elevator, drawstring, zipper, plank, shift forward. Lowering down, try lowering the knees, hinging forward from the elbows, and then pulling through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel to the sky. This time we're gonna bring that left foot between the thumbs. Ground to the right heel. And then start to open hips toward your right side. You can windmill up. Warrior 2. Allow your arms to feel like they're being supported by water, filling a bathtub so they're floating. It will help you use your deltoids, these muscles, and not the traps, these muscles. Your shoulders have enough. On an exhale. Windmill forward, plant down. Choose rest or hinge. Lower, find your back bend or your move. Exhale, downward facing dog. Could also choose tabletop here. Inhale, right heel back. Exhale, right foot So tabletop is easier than down dog for a lot of folks, particularly with tight hamstrings. It's harder here to get your foot between your thumbs. And then you also have to lift the back knee if you choose that route. Round the back heel. Windmill up, warrior two. The drishti, or gazing point, the focus for your eyes and your attention. It's over the first two fingers of the front hand. Allow that to steady you as you circle down, step back, and then come forward, lower down, and find a back bend, or sink back to child's pose for a few breaths. Yogi's choice. Meeting in child's pose, tabletop or downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, and we're going to do the same bringing forward that you used last time. Halfway forward, a little bit wide. Low squat pose. Sorry for the camera shakes. The wind is moving it more than I thought it would. Inhale, arms forward, exhale, heels down. Pressing into the heels, lift up. And exhale down through center. Warrior one, warrior two, and now we're at warrior three. Find your mountain. Tadasana, internal mountain, feet hip width apart. Samastitihi is with the toes together. We're going to start with the feet apart because the grounding portion is so important. Feel your weight drop into your heels. If you have a hard time with that, lift all 10 toes and your weight will naturally come back. You're going to feel more activity in the back of the legs and the glutes. Let your toes fall down like snowflakes and try to keep that weight in the heels. Now, shift all of your weight over one leg. Draw the other leg back. So you still have both feet on the ground. Recenter your weight over the heel. Arms could go up, out, or back. You also might be using blocks under your hands. I'm going to lift up and exhale. Hinge until the body is parallel. In this case, to the earth or to the deck. When you're ready to come up, inhale up, exhale, draw that light down through the top of your head into the central channel in front of the spine. Inhale, center your weight over the other leg, drop into the heel. Remember, you can lift your toes if that's helpful. On an exhale, start to hinge the hip over the thigh bone, lifting the back leg and reaching your heart forward. Weight in the heel helps to keep us steady. And all those little micro movements in your ankles, that's your nervous system working. Inhale, lift your arms up and over. Dive forward. Plant your hands. Step or project back. We're going to roll over for a bridge, a fish, a twist, and shavasana. So, roll over, nose facing the sky. as we proceed through the bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana, keep your nose, your neck in neutral and your nose facing the sky. Really important that you're not turning your head, especially to see a screen, when you lift your hips, because we are placing weight into the shoulders. And that's where all of the muscles of the neck find their anchor. So bring your heels close for you, maybe close enough to touch, about hip width apart, could be wider. Try pressing your arms into the ground. Feel that beautiful curve on the back of your neck, creating space between your neck and the mat. And when you feel ready, again, focus on the heels. You still want the forefoot on the ground, but press into the heels, lifting the hips. Feel your sternum come toward the chin more than the chin toward the sternum. And if you'd like, join your hands under your body. When you feel ready, open the arms, lower down. Hug your knees in, rock from side to side. And then you're gonna bring the backs of your wrists under the round of your glutes. Extend the legs, setting up for fish pose. Turn the eyes of your elbows, those are the creases, to the sky, as much as you can. Just doing fish pose, just practicing fish pose, will help to create the space in your chest and shoulders for your elbows to turn to the sky more and more as you practice. On an exhale, we're gonna press our elbows into the ground, bending the elbows, lifts the rib cage, neck, and head off the ground. And then you can reach the top of your head back if you'd like. Finally, stretching out through the arms. If it's okay with your neck, you're the judge of that. You can place the top of your head on the ground. We're not placing a great deal of weight on it. When you're ready to come out, exhale, tuck your chin, lower down hip to heart, finally resting the head, and hug your knees in. Inhale, open your arms, and exhale, knees to one side. If you want to, you can try lifting the heels. You might find that it takes the twist to a different part of your back, belly, and hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, as much rest or as much activity as you would like. Inhale, center. Now you could stay right where you are. Start your Shavasana. If you're craving an inversion, this would be your time. I'm going to teach and demo through Shakti kicks, which is a really good way to integrate your core for a potential headstand or shoulder stand or handstand practice. Starts with dolphin pose. Make sure that your elbows are shoulder width apart. You're pressing the outer pinky and the forearms into the ground. Don't load your head. We're not putting the head on the ground and then allowing the weight of the body to sink into it. Your shoulders are forming a frame. You should be able to at least imagine a slip of paper going between your head and the ground. This is the safest thing. Your neck bones are beautiful, strong, but small things. So let's take extra good care of them. Yeah. Triangle with my forearms to my hands, triangle with my body. That's the dog part. The forearms is the dolphin part. And then I'm gonna walk my feet as far forward as I feel comfortable. And then using a Kapalabhati breath, I'm going to lift elevator drawstring zipper and bring my heels up. Practice 5, 7, 10 times. Rest for 3 breaths in child's pose. And then when you're ready, hug your knees in. One last time, Apanasana. Exhale. Parvatasana. Supine twist pose. Inhale, center. Exhale, side B. Inhale, center. Feel free to bend your knees. If you decide you want to bend your knees, set your feet wide, try it, and let your knees fall together and see if it feels more restful. If you'd like, you can stretch out. I like to bring my shoulder blades a little bit apart, a little bit down, and then open my arms. This is a great way to get your 10 minutes of sunlight in your eyeballs. If it's not too awfully cold outside where you are when you wake up, if you have trouble resting into Shavasana, try drawing your attention into the space behind your eyes, relaxing the muscles behind your eyes. Imagine that your body is almost like a canoe. And you can rest your attention in this space in front of your spine. Just allow your attention to sink. Soften your heels into the surfaces that support you. Soften your hips, shoulders, head, and arms. Allow even the sound of my voice to fall away. You might imagine your body is like a puddle of water settling into the earth. Reflecting the deep abiding blue of the sky, the light of the sun. Entertain that you are the clear light of awareness, where earth, water, sun, and sky meet. When you feel ready, start regathering yourself around each of the senses. Listen. Feel the potential for taste. or smell. Feel the air on your skin. The potential for sight, even with your eyes closed. Bring movement back when it suits you. Maybe you feel your breath deepening. Roll to one side. Breathe so that you feel it in your back. Allow your breath to bring movement back. Back. And as you're ready, wave up and find your comfortable seat. The mudra that's feeling right to me these days is a version of Dharana mudra. You make chin mudra with both hands, thumb meets finger, and then you set your left hand in the right and let the second part, flange, of your index fingers touch. You can close your eyes or just rest your gaze without gripping, just sort of resting it, set down your nose. But you could also imagine it just a few feet ahead of your body. Feel the easy flow of your own breath. May this practice be of benefit. And know that your practice ripples out and it touches your whole world. It's a world we share. If you'd like, join me in chanting Om to close our practice. Om. Happy Yoga Day. Thanks for yogaing with me today. Leave a note below and tell us what kind of practices you'd like and what you're doing in your own practice these days. What are you working on? What are you loving? What are you enjoying? And what are you feeling?